Drunk night exposed, Mendeecees and Tamar's secret moment leaks, leaving Yandy devastated. The night it all went down had started like any other celebrity charity gala: flashy lights, velvet ropes, photographers yelling names from every direction. Yandy had arrived in a silver gown that shimmered like 1,000 tiny stars, confidence glowing on her face. For weeks, she had been excited about this event. Mendeecees had promised to be on his best behavior, and for once, things between them felt calm. Stable. Almost perfect. Almost. Inside the ballroom, music pulsed through the air and the cocktails flowed faster than the waiters could serve them. Mendeecees had tried to keep his promise, he really had, but the combination of old friends, industry pressure, and the open bar was a dangerous mix. By 11 p.m., he was laughing louder than usual, leaning a little too heavily on polished marble tables, and brushing off Yandy's concerned glances with a casual, "Relax, I'm good." Yandy wasn't convinced, but she didn't want to start a scene. She mingled, took photos with fans, and kept one eye on her husband out of habit, always the protector, always the anchor. Meanwhile, across the room, Tamar Braxton had made her entrance like a gust of wind wrapped in gold. Her outfit sparkled, her energy unmatched. She wasn't scheduled to stay long. She just came to show love, snap a few photos, and be on her way. But fate had other plans. The moment Tamar spotted Mendeecees wobbling near the drink table, she marched over with her signature mix of sass and sisterly concern. "Boy, what are you doing? You look 2 sips away from singing church hymns in the fountain," she teased, grabbing his arm to steady him. Mendeecees chuckled. "Tamar, I'm chilling, I'm chilling." "No, you're wobbling," she corrected. Somehow, her presence grounded him. They continued talking, laughing at old industry stories. But the cameras were watching. And worse, so were phones. At around 11:32 p.m., a moment happened. One tiny, out-of-context moment that would explode the internet by morning. Mendeecees, trying to regain balance after tripping slightly, grabbed Tamar's waist for support. She held his shoulders so he wouldn't fall. To anyone standing nearby, it was innocent. Awkward, but innocent, but the angle someone recorded from made it look intimate. Too intimate. And the moment Tamar leaned in, only to whisper, "You need water, not wine," the camera caught it as if she were whispering a secret meant to change lives. That 10-second clip would become the storm. When Yandy found Mendeecees a few minutes later, he was sitting on a sofa, sipping the bottle of water Tamar had forced into his hands. Everything seemed normal. She had no idea what was brewing online. It wasn't until the ride home that her phone began buzzing nonstop with texts, tags, and frantic messages. Yandy frowned, unlocking her screen only to be met with the headline. "Drunk night exposed. Mendeecees and Tamar's secret moment. Did Yandy know?" Her throat tightened. The video autoplayed, grainy, shaky, overly dramatic because the internet loves drama. It looked bad. It looked very bad. Mendeecees, half asleep in the passenger seat, didn't notice the change in the air. Yandy clenched her phone. "Mendeecees, what is this?" "Huh," he mumbled. "This video. Of you. And Tamar." He sat up, blinking as the reality hit him like cold water. "What, Tamar? What video?" She played it. Once, twice, 3 times. His face dropped. "Yandy, that's not what it looks like." "Of course that's what you'd say," she snapped, hurt mixing with disbelief. "Why were you even that close to her?" "Because I was drunk," he said, then instantly regretted it. "Oh, so that makes everything okay." "No, but, baby, she was helping me." "That's it." Yandy turned away, staring out the car window as city lights streaked by like smudged memories. Betrayal didn't always come from actions, it came from how things looked when the world was watching. By sunrise, the clip had gone viral. Fans were divided. Memes were everywhere. Tamar went live to clear the air, exasperated. "Y'all, please." He almost fell. "I caught him. Ain't nothing else to it." But online fires burn fast, truth often slower. Mendeecees knew he had messed up. Not because he'd cheated, he hadn't. But because he'd put Yandy in a position where the world could question her trust. And sometimes, that alone was enough to break a heart.